everybody, how are you tonight? I'm so excited. We are with Cooking with Tupperware Champion, and I'm your MC for the night. My name is Clift, and I am the business leader here at Champion Enterprises. So have you ever wondered what would it be like if I were having a Tupperware party? Well, you get free stuff. What would it be like if I were selling Tupperware? You can get $450 worth of Tupperware for $139. That's 70% off, by the way. If you're interested in that, talk to your Tupperware lady. And you get 25% off everything you want to buy for your own kitchen. So tonight we're going to tell you about how to use our product and some really cool recipes and some really fun people that you're going to hear from tonight. And we also want to hear from you. So put in the chat if you are a Tupper lover, if you love Tupperware. Put in the chat, yes, I love my Tupperware. And tell us what your favorite pieces of Tupperware is. We always like to hear that. And so do you have your mixing bowls that you love so much? Maybe you have a grill in Tupperware. Maybe you have a stack cooker. Or maybe you have the modular mate line. Tell us what you love in Tupperware. And you know why? Because other people want to see too. If they say, well, she likes it and she likes it, I might like it. Let me check into it. So tell us what you like, because this is a cooking class and we love to cook in our cooking class, but we also like to learn new ideas. And so tonight we want to help you. We either want to help you get new product for your home, new recipes for your weekly routine, or we want to help you get some great prices on some great deals, or even consider having a party and getting stuff for free, or even joining our team. You know, I joined Tupperware 39 years ago. It seems like crazy to say that, but I absolutely love what I do. And I love it because of the product. I love to cook in my kitchen. When you have the tools, you'll find out you like it more, right? And so we're going to take it away right away with our first chef tonight. Her name is Nancy Laggan. She's a great lady and she loves to cook in her kitchen too. And you're going to get to hear from Nancy right now. Take it away, Nancy Laggan.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nancy Laggan, and I've been in Tupperware for 29 years, and I absolutely love what I do too. And you know why I love it? Because you can do it part-time, full-time, spare time, anytime. If you want to make a lot of money, you stay in Tupperware and do more parties. If you want to make a little money, you can do whatever you want, 1 day a week, 1 month, 1 day a month, whatever you want. But I want to tell you that today there's such an opportunity to do so many more things on Facebook than we ever could do before. And so, you know, Tupperware has lots of bowls and they have all kinds of products, but we have premium products that maybe you've never used, or maybe you don't realize we have. We have a Micro Pro grill, we have a stack cooker, and we have this wonderful pressure cooker. And this is one of our premium products. Now, what do you do with a pressure cooker? Well, anything that you would cook in a slow cooker for 7-8 hours all day long, you can put the same thing, your meat, potatoes, vegetables, whatever, in this pressure cooker and cook it in the microwave in 30 minutes or less. And so that's what's the greatest thing about it, is this saves you time. Tupperware will save you time than having to start that at 7 in the morning before you go to work. And then you get home and then you got to take it out and clean the big pot. This is a one-pot stop. Now you can make so many things in a pressure cooker in the microwave. The reason that it's such a great product is it's made of a special material. So it's not ever going to blow up in your microwave. It's made of pressure therm, very, very heavy material. There's also a locking system in here. There's a little rubber ring. Tupperware thinks of everything to make things safe and make things just wonderful for you, that you don't have to worry about anything blowing up in your microwave or wherever you use our products. This rubber ring goes in the top, okay, like this. Now, what it does, it seals up the bottom and the top, so when the pressure builds, no steam, nothing will come out of it. But I want to tell you what happens. You shouldn't cook anything longer than 30 minutes. But just in case you set your microwave wrong and it's longer than 30 minutes, this rubber ring will automatically fall into your food and stop the pressure. And therefore, it's not going to overcook or blow up in your microwave. They also make it so simple to line up the arrows on the little on the top and the arrow on the handle. And I'll show you how that turns when I take out the applesauce. There's 2 little buttons here. One is an indicator and the other one is a pressure regulator. And so what happens as the pressure builds, the little red yellow one will raise and the other regulator will open up and the steam will come out. And so it keeps it at the proper temperature to pressure cook your food and make it very, very moist. So if you took a pot roast and you put it in a slow cooker all day long, you take the same two pound pot roast. Now you don't want to use anything bigger than 2 pounds as far as meat because it's too big, and you never can go over the fill line. They have a fill line to put your liquid over whatever you're cooking, and you never want to go over that fill line. And so you put your 2 pound pot roast in there, your meat, potatoes, your mushrooms, your onions, and you can put cream of mushroom soup or beef broth, whatever you love on your pot roast. You seal this up and you turn the handle. It is now locked. But Tupperware did a third locking system by a little handle on the top, but it's not a handle, it's a lock. And it goes like this, and you lock it on. So it's not going to open in your microwave. And you put it in the microwave and microwave it 30 minutes or less. Now you can take chicken breasts and you can put them in there, and you put barbecue sauce and a can of beer. You pour it over the chicken breast, about 4 chicken breasts, cook it for 30 minutes. And when you take the chicken breast out, you just pull it apart, just like pulled pork, pulled chicken, and make your sandwiches out of that. It's absolutely delicious. And you cooked it for 30 minutes. So mac and cheese in 10 minutes. You know, you get home from work and you want to have mac and cheese and you don't want the frozen kind. Dump everything in there, raw noodles, the cheese, everything goes in there, and you microwave it for 10 minutes and you have dinner on the table. But tonight I'm going to show you the fastest, greatest way to make applesauce. And applesauce, okay, usually I used to cook it on the stove. Now this is my older one. It's purple. This is the original pressure cooker. This is your new color here, this beautiful maroon. But I used to cook it on the stove. And when you peel your apples and you cook them on the stove, you have to watch them. You don't want them to burn. You can't have too much water, too less water. Well, in here is a wonderful recipe that I will post on Champion tomorrow. And it is a bag of apples. So I'm like, now what is a bag of apples? Well, a bag of apples is about 3 pounds. So it's about 8 to 10 apples. And I used about 8 apples in here. And then you take 3/4 of a cup of water and 1/2 cup of sugar, and you dump that in with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now, you know, when you peel apples, they're going to turn brown. So you take a lemon after you peel them and quarter them and put them in a bowl, sprinkle a little lemon juice on them, and they won't get brown until you're ready to put your recipe together. So it takes no time at all to put this together. So what I've done is taken all of it and just dumped it in here. And then I microwaved it for 15 minutes. And then you always, always leave it sit for 10 minutes because the little indicator has to go back down. And when it does, that means the pressure is completely out of your pressure cooker. And now it's safe to open it where you won't get burnt. And so then we're going to open this. We take the cover off here, a little extra handle, and you just turn the handles and you open it up. Always open it away from you. See that steam in there? I put this in around 7:30. And when I cooked it, then I left it sit in the microwave for 10 minutes. And that way you always make sure that your steam is out. Now here's what it looks like when it comes out. So you have apples that are still quartered and your juice. Well, then you can either take our Tupperware masher, and I'm just going to mash these apples, or if you like it real fine, you can take it and you can put it into, didn't get it out here, but you can put it into our supersonic large and pull the cord, and you can have it all chopped up like that. But it is so tender, these apples, and my grandkids like it chunky. So I'm just going to use our masher and mash it a little bit, and then it's all mashed up, and now you have applesauce. Now, if you want a little less, you don't want it as liquidy, then you put less water. You can do whatever you want to make it the way your family likes it. So now I want to show you what it looks like when it's all done. And there's chunky applesauce that is absolutely delicious, tastes delicious, looks delicious, and in 15 minutes, you're ready to serve it to the kids. So I want to tell you, you got to try the recipe if you love applesauce, and you just want to make sure that you don't fill those apples over that fill line either. If they're huge apples, you don't want to use 8 to 10, you want to use a few less. So that is your Tupperware microwave pressure cooker applesauce. So enjoy, and I'm going to turn it back over to Pam Clift. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And I have to tell you, I've had that applesauce she's making there, and it's delicious. You think applesauce is good when you buy it in a jar or, in a can or whatever, however you buy it. until you make homemade applesauce and you're like, that's a no-brainer and that's too easy to make. I'm going to make it at home from now on. How many of you love that demo, right? I will tell you, the pressure cooker is a treat for every home. And it's really something you ought to think about getting. Now you can get it for half price when you have a Tupperware party. And that starts at just $300. And so at $300 in total sales for the party, you start getting half price items. And it climbs from there. And so you can get at $1,000 party, you get 3 items for half price, and you can pick or choose. You can take a set, like a modular made set, and get it for half price, or a cookware set for half price, or that pressure cooker for half price, or a grill for half price, a microwave grill for the microwave that is amazing, and you can do salmon in it and chicken breast in it, so good. And every host is going to get a thank you gift. Now you can choose whether or not you'd like to have our 4 little spice dispensers. I use these all the time for the cinnamon and sugar. I also like these for baking soda and baking powder. And you're like, why? Because I want it with where I'm baking at and not where across the room in my pantry. I want it right here where my spices are. So I keep all my spices right here. See, ta-da! Our spice shakers are on sale right now with the carousel. So that's even better because you can spin it and find out for your spices in the back, easy. Also, you can choose between thank you gift. Option 2 would be our little mini fridge smarts. Love our fridge smarts, and they really prolong the life of your herbs or your small berries, blueberries, raspberries. Now, these come in larger shapes and sizes, and so that you can get them for your broccoli and your cauliflower and your watermelon and your cantaloupe and your corn on the cob. I mean, they're really big ones. And so you'll love that because it's going to save you money. How many of you like to save money? You know, right now we're getting ready to, I don't know, are we in a recession? Are we not? I don't know. But I will tell you, Tupperware will save you money. So when you invest in Tupperware, you're investing for a lifetime. If it ever cracks, breaks, you get it replaced absolutely free. Yay. And then we have some products that we actually don't make because they're metal, so they have a different guarantee, but we stand behind our product, and that's what's really cool about the Tupperware company. Then the other option you get right now are these, all 3 of these little bowls, and they are perfect for storing in, like, you know, sour cream and cottage cheese and the homemade applesauce and the leftover corn on the table, from the table, all those kind of things, a small salad. There's a group to even take with you to work if you'd like to. They have the instant seal. That means you just push on the top and hear it snap on, and it's on for good, all right? That is no liquid coming out of there at all. And so it's a really solid, airtight, liquid tight seal. I love our Tupperware guarantee on that. Then when you have that Tupperware party, when the sales are, ready for this? It's so easy. When your sales are $350 in sales, and 2 of your friends saying, this is fun, I want to do it too, you're going to get a salad spinner. This is not even for selling our catalog. And it's so easy to use. You're going to love the salad spinner. Now, I take my mixed greens and I put them down inside of there and I soak them in cold water. You can add salt if you want to get off the bacteria, and you can add vinegar if you want to get off all the pesticides. It'll pull them right off of there. You'll never see it or taste it. You can rinse that off with good clean water again, and then spin it dry, and it'll be dry enough to put your salad dressing on there and not have it float away. Have you ever made that salad and you're like, ew, you wanted to wash the lettuce, but it's disgusting because now it's way too watery. And then the other choice at $750 and 2 datings, you're going to get this mini thermos. Is that's not so cute? You can put this on your desk right at work with hot tea in it or hot coffee in it. You're going to love it for that. And I will also share with you that this is really practical because it's so easy to push the button and pour. See that little pink dot on there? Just push that and pour, open it, close it, that easy. That's so nice. And oh my goodness, there's more. When you have that $1,000 party right now, you're going to get double credit because it's record breaker in Tupperware, and we double our credit. And so instead of just getting $200 free, which is a lot with a $1,000 party, you get to pick it yourself out of the big catalog. You get $400. Oh my goodness, isn't that awesome? $400 with the free Tupperware. Go shopping and pick everything out yourself. Or you might want to look at our host gift special line because they are a little bit more bang for your buck, and you get a better value there because it's only $75 in host credits, and at $500 in sales in 2 days, you can get one of those, and at $1,000 in sales in 2 days, you can get 2 plus more free because of the extra bonuses going on. All right, so hey, let's turn it over to our next chef. It's Chef Amy. So take it away, Amy.
Awesome. Thanks, Pam. Hi, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Amy Gardner, and I have been in Tupperware not quite as long as Pam and Nancy, but I have my 10 years coming up in April, and I am so excited. I absolutely love what I do. I love it because I can learn so many new recipes, share them with my family. I have 3 kids. Oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. I have 3 kiddos, and they're the reason why I started selling Tupperware, because I was a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to bring in some money, and I wanted to be able to be at home still and do the, raise my kids the way I wanted to raise them. And I wanted to be there when they started going to school. I wanted to be there when they get home from school. And I absolutely love this. The products even more because they help my kiddos. I'm a firm believer. I love, love, love having my kids in the kitchen with me, helping me. And so I love having them in here, and these products are amazing for the kids to use. Like that pressure cooker, my kids' favorite recipe to do in that is mac and cheese, and in just 15 minutes, right? And so it's so easy. They can throw it all together, throw it in the microwave, and then pull it out and add the cheese, and it's done. And they're helping. So I love that. And they love that too. But tonight I can share with you another one of my favorite things, which is our cold brew. How many of you love to drink coffee? Maybe not cold coffee, but you know what? I sometimes I warm it up. So there's nothing wrong with warming up cold brew. Now, when you think of cold brew, right? You think just cold coffee. Well, there's difference between iced coffee, right? And cold brew. Cold brew is brewed in your refrigerator. And so it normally takes anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. So I do recommend doing it, at night. And then the next morning you can wake up and you can have your coffee ready for you to go. All right. So it's really, really easy. So, and it's very versatile. And it's so pretty. So what's not to love about the cold brew, right? And it saves you lots of money. So it's $49 for the cold brew, right? But if you were to say, go to like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and get a cold brew once a week at maybe $5 for a cold brew, you'll have this paid for in just 10 weeks. And so that's less than 3 months, all right? And this was paid for. If you go more than once a week, then yeah, do the math, right? So anyway, it comes with 3 pieces. So it has the craft, which it looks like glass, but it's not. It's a part of our Clearly Elegant line. Absolutely love this because it's clear. You do want to hand wash this. Don't stick it in the dishwasher just because it's a little bit harsh and it could create flaws in it. All right. So like scratches, or it could just damage it. All right. And it comes with your why can't I think what this is called right now? Okay, so I totally know what this is called, and then just, you ever have those brain farts? I'm having one right now. But anyway, the filter. Yes. So the filter has 3 lines on it. Okay, so that you have to pay attention to. All right. So there's this first line here. All right, and then there's a second line right here. These silver lines. These are your indicators for how much of the coffee grinds you're going to put inside of here. All right. And then up here, there's another line, and there's also a drip. So that, is where you're going to put your water up to. All right. And it does have the top. It doesn't seal on, it just sets on top of here. All right. So it's a little lid, not to seal. Okay. So, and it also inverts into a tray. So it's very, very handy. All right. And very, very easy to use. And so if you like really, really strong coffee, we call it like truck driver, coffee, that's real strong, go up to this line with your coffee grinds. But I don't like it that strong. So I'm going to just put it up to this line. And that's what our recipe calls for tonight. So I'm actually going to show you how to make pumpkin spice cold brew, which is so easy. And I am using one of our That's bowls. Absolutely love this That's bowl. This is my favorite bowl, my go-to. I do all my mixes in here. And my kiddos also use this, and I love it because it has a thumb hole. So this makes it easy for kids to help in the kitchen. All right. So it makes it easy for us too, though, really. Right. So I actually have here, it's just 3 ingredients for making the cold brew. So we have our coffee station. Isn't it so pretty? Okay. So it does keep it nice and fresh, my coffee. Okay. Because it seals, the seal is right on there. So then I have in here, it has a scoop, which is so nice. So you don't have to use this for cold brew. You could use this for regular coffee. All right. So brewing your hot coffee, right? And you can also put in here, I'll just show you, it's like a little elevator. All right. Turn it around, and right here there's a little dish, so you can put in there your filters, or you could put napkins in here. You could fit napkins down inside of there. Or if you don't drink coffee, guess what? You can use this for tea. And so you can put your tea leaves in here, and then you could put like your bags for your tea leaves right over here on this side. All right, so it's very, very nice. Now, the recipe calls for 1 cup. So I I'm not sure. Let's see. We'll just try. Kind of hard. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. All right, I usually just use a scoop and just put it right into my my filter, but we're going to do it this way just because it's going to be easier. All right. So anyway, I like to buy my coffee in whole. All right, because I feel like it's cheaper and I'm saving some more money. I like to save money. I'm very frugal when it comes to that. All right. Being a mama of 3, you learn to be a little frugal sometimes. So I have in here my coffee grinds. I coarsely grinded them up. Okay. And so we put that inside of here. We're going to put the seal back on just so that it stays nice and fresh. All right, see, it snaps on. And then we're going to use pumpkin pie spice. And I have one of our shakers that Pam was talking about. Love these for all of my spices. And they're also great for sprinkles. So my kiddos like to help me, right, decorate cookies. And it's getting to be that time of the year that we can decorate cookies. Love this. So this is my pumpkin pie spice. And because it takes 2 tablespoons of the spice, I take off the lid because the tablespoon does not fit in the little hole. And I will show you what I'm talking about here in a moment. So you see when you put the lid back on, all right, there are 2 sides. So this side is open, so you can put your spoons down in there. Now it does fit a 1/2 tablespoon in there, but not the whole tablespoon. And then the other side is sprinkle. So, or you can always just sprinkle your stuff in. All right. So super nice, super easy. And then we take our whisk and just whisk it together. Now there are so many different recipes that you could use with this cold brew. You could do something minty. You could do like a mocha or vanilla, something fun that I like to do in around this time is actually more close to Christmas, is you put your coffee in there, and then you put in there little peppermint sticks. All right, get them at the dollar store. There's like a bag of peppermint sticks, and so you just take that bag and take out a few little candies and just put them right in there. There's probably an easier way to do this. Like if I were to do it in the shaker, it would have been a whole lot easier, right? So, I don't normally do it right in there. Actually, I normally just put it right in the filter. But tonight we're gonna do it slow way. so you guys can all see this. All right, so anyway, yeah, so that peppermint stick one is so good. And then you could add to it your favorite creamer or just milk, or you could even do and you can't really see. Wait, did I put too much in there? I sure did. We're going to take some of that out. I must have put more than a cup in there. Or it came up to more than a cup with all that cinnamon I put in. But we're going to take some of that out because I don't need it to be that strong. See how I have it up to the line? Nope, you can't. But I see it. So it's up to the line. And now we're just going to add, I should have been paying attention, huh? Instead of yapping, which is what I normally do. So we're going to just pour our water right on top of it. And if you have a lot more coffee in there, you want to make sure that you do pour it nice and slow. Otherwise, it could come up. All right. So yeah, this should be right about up to the line. Need to add a little bit more water to that. All right. There. Ta-da! See, it's up to the, well, I guess it's not quite up to the line, is it? There we go. Now it's up to the line. All right, so then we're just going to put this on top, and then it will fit right into my door, all right, in the refrigerator. And we'll have that sit for 8 to 12 hours, which is basically overnight. All right. And then once it's done, it will all fit inside of our large water bottles, which is really, really nice. So my husband already had some of his. We're going to take some of his cold brew tonight because I asked him and he said it was okay if I do that. So we are using his cold brew now. So he brewed his up and filled up his little bottle, and his is almost gone now. But we're going to use some of this and we're going to pour it into our all-in-one shaker. All right, 4 ounces. Now, if you wanted to, you could definitely double it. All right, or even triple it, however much you want for yourself. All right, so I have 1 teaspoon of pumpkin puree. All right, now you could, if you wanted to, add pumpkin, the pumpkin pie, but I want to add my own sugar. All right, and so then I'm using my 2% milk. You can use whatever kind of milk you have on hand, whether it is half and half, or if it is whole milk, or whatever kind of milk that you have, coconut milk, almond milk. All right, so, and then we're going to add to that 1 tablespoon of sugar, and I use stevia. So that is why I don't use the pumpkin pie in the can. All right, and then so you just put it in there, all of that, just the coffee, the milk, and the sugar. Oh, and a little bit of pumpkin. And it all mixes up, right? It's so good. It is so, so good and so pretty. And it will last, the cold brew will last in your refrigerator for up to a week. All right. Especially if you have it in your water bottle. And I do recommend putting it in a large water bottle just because you don't have to worry about it making a little bit of a mess, because you never know, especially if you have kiddos. My kids yank open the door. And so I always try to make sure that it is put into our water bottle so that it's easy to pour. But it is easy to pour out of here too. So once this is in there, you actually will take the lid and flip it over and then pull this up and hold it up for about 30 seconds out of the water, and it'll drip out, and then you'll have your first cold brew. So super yummy, super easy, and you save money, right? By making it at home.
All
Back
right,
to you,
thank
Jen.
you, Amy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so now I am going to make you some apple crisp. Now, first of all, before we make the apple crisp, we're going to make some Cool Whip because I want Cool Whip for my apple crisp, but I want it to be nice and cold in the refrigerator. And I also really want it to be a little bit firmer. And so if I make it right away and store it, it's going to do that for me. This is a whip it. All right. I really like this, and I will share with you. I can make this really ice cold, heavy cream, and I wanted 2 cups, and so that's why I used my amazing. This is our micro pitcher. I didn't use it for the microwave, but I use it all the time because it's liquid measurements, and liquid measurements are different than dry measurements. And so you have 2 liquid measurements. You have 2 cup and the 1 cup. And if you're doing something in the microwave, whether you're heating syrup or sugar, making a syrup with sugar and water, or if you're heating up butter, you don't want it to splash inside your microwave. So it works this way. Or if you just need a little bit, it works this way. Either way, but it does, the 1 cup becomes the cover for the 2 cup. All right. And so that is a must-have for every kitchen. I'm not kidding. All right, so what we have in here is the 2 cups and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And I'm going to put my teeth inside my handle right there. And so when a lid goes on, I know that it's nice and firm. Now, if you listen to this, this is super easy to turn. And if I want to make it whip a little bit harder and faster, I'm going to adjust it and turn it over there. And now it's a little harder to turn, makes a lot of noise, but it does a lot more work for you. And so as long as you whip, and you just go ahead and do this for about 30 seconds, it starts to form Cool Whip. And when I want to add my vanilla, I can do that without even stopping and opening it up. And I'm going to be able to tell when it starts to make Cool Whip because it gets really hard to turn, all right? And so I'll be able to tell for sure. Not hard yet. All right, and so I'm going to let my cameraman help me a little bit. Cameraman, can you go ahead and whip that for me while here, you can turn it on the hard part. Get the vanilla out. And so the vanilla, it's really up to you how much vanilla you want. Since you're watching, I can pull out my measuring spoon from Tupperware and use it. But to be honest with you, I usually just dip it. Go ahead and pour it in that way. And is it getting firm yet?
Yes.
Okay, getting pretty firm. So we're going to add our vanilla. This has measurements on it right here, so I can tell by measuring right inside my cup the measurements. I know you probably can't see that, but when I put it in here, it pours right down inside of there because I have it open to do that. If I wanted it not to do that, I would turn it this way and it would actually measure for me and I could see how much I was adding. Whether you're adding oil or whether you're adding, the vanilla or any kind of liquid inside of that, you can measure it right there, which really works great for you. Oh, this is nice and firm. Okay, cameraman, you did a good job. All right. And so how quick was that, guys? Because look at that. Oh my goodness. Do you think it tastes good? All right. Cameraman wants to taste too. All right. Look at that, guys. I mean, come on. That is beautiful. Look at that. Now I store it right down inside of here for now because I'm going to pull it out in a little while when I bring out my hot apple crisp. And so I'm going to put it right in the refrigerator just like that. And look at that. That is just beautiful. Thank you, cameraman. You were great help. Whoops. Okay, sorry, cameraman. I spoke too soon. Okay.
Now you used to putting stuff away during.
All right, so now for the apple crisp. What I did is I went ahead and took the apples already, and I peeled them with our Tupperware peeler, which I love, and then I went ahead and threw them down inside of here. And I fill the container about halfway full each time, and you need to pull like 5 times. If you pull too many times, you got them too small. And so 5 times pull, and my apples are chopped. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to put them right on top of there. So now I have all my apples chopped. I went ahead and did some of them before you got here because I didn't think you needed to be watching me chop all my apples. All right. All right. So there is that. How beautiful is that? Now I'm going to take the same container and I'm going to, actually I pulled out another container. Oh, never mind. I'm going to do another one. You know, when you, one of the benefits of selling Tupperware is you get a lot of good products in your kitchen and multiples. And I love this product enough that it was always dirty. I needed two. All right. And so I have 6 tablespoons of butter, 6 tablespoons of oats, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 6 tablespoons of flour, and I am using Splenda as well. It doesn't hurt, any little bit helps, right? And so I'm going to put that on top of there, and this is just going to make my topping, all right? And so you can see that butter down inside of there is hard, but I didn't want it melted because I want it to be chunky. Easy that is. Oh, that cinnamon smells so good. Do you know that cinnamon is so healthy for you that it actually outweighs the sugar when you eat anything like apple pie? That cinnamon is so healthy for your heart that it really does take away the results of bad sugar. Not completely, but it certainly helps, okay? And look how beautiful that is, guys. That is just so easy to make your cinnamon, your crumble for the top, and put it on there. Oh my goodness, is that going to be delicious? I will post pictures of this because you're not going to wait around for me to cook it, but I will definitely post pictures of this. Now, this chopper and this spatula and the measuring spoons and cups that I used tonight to make this is definitely in our Tupperware kit. Now you're thinking, but why is she using glass? I thought this was a Tupperware show. Bam! Tupperware now has glass. Look at this seal. I can literally seal this up and put it in the refrigerator and bake it tomorrow when I get in from work, which is Tupperware work. And I could bake it tomorrow. The sides go down. And so when you lock in those sides, that is airtight and liquid tight. And what a beautiful gift to take to somebody. If you know somebody, you know, just broke their foot or something. A good friend of ours just did that. And I could take this over and say, put this in the microwave for, 10 minutes and it'll make delicious apple crisp. And here's a pint of ice cream, or the Cool Whip I could take over. So we're ready to pop this in. I'll post pictures for you later. Now, you really want to get that whippet, make your own homemade Cool Whip. It's so good on top of Amy's pumpkin drink too. And sprinkle a little cinnamon on top of there. And it's so pretty. You'll think you did go to Starbucks and how'd they put it in your mug, right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's cooking class and cooking school every single night on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Join us right here for Cooking with Tupperware in Champion. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.